Oh, hello there. Welcome to the dinner hour with CCM.
Howdy, folks.
Hi.
Hi.
So this is the dinner hour, as you may know.
With CCN.
With CCN.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry about the slight delay in getting on the air. We're a little past 6:30 tonight, but
Past prime eating time. The dinner hour is past prime eating time.
Dinner
Prime
hour's getting a
eating
little
time
stale.
is 5. Because we're old.
I never eat at 5 anymore.
Yeah. Also, I'm Alison.
I'm Bekah,
And
this is us eating dinner. So what do you
Yes.
have?
I had a big switch up tonight.
Yeah.
And I decided to try something new and have soup for dinner.
You make it sound so exciting. Like, oh man, I did something really crazy. It was soup.
Yeah, well, it was exciting, and then I realized that the bistro only has like 4 different things you can eat for dinner that are like real dinner options.
They have more than 4. You just have to pay for them.
Yeah, I'm talking about free because
Free.
free is in included in the meal plan. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can get it with dining dollars, which is what I do because I have a metric buckload of dining dollars.
Yeah.
I realized today that I can eat a lot more than I thought I could with how much I have to spend. So that's a good realization because I won't starve or get scurvy.
Oh.
And I really don't want scurvy. Scurvy is bad.
Yeah.
What kind of soup?
Moroccan lentil. Getting those lentils in my
I'm not
diet.
a fan of lentils.
Really? Lentils?
I don't like them.
Oh, I really like them. That's okay. I think we can still be friends.
I don't know. It could be tough.
Really? Because I'm not like passionate about lentils or anything.
You
I
can
really
give up
care.
lentil.
Yeah. For Lent.
That really was a knee slapper.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Kind of like me. What are you having for dinner?
I am eating my breakfast for dinner. I have a bagel with cream cheese and raspberries, which I'm pretty stoked about, and a cookie with dancing, the Jews with the little curly things. I can't remember. Orthodox?
Hasidic. I think Hasidic is the curly things, but I thought Orthodox.
Maybe they're
maybe
Orthodox.
they're the
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sorry if I'm offending any of the Jews out there. I don't really know a lot about Judaism as a whole.
Actually, I get to be the resident expert on at least one topic.
Yay!
So, which is Jews.
I'm gonna eat better now.
I'm not actually Jewish.
You say that like, oh, by the way. I'm not allowed to.
I just know a lot about Jews.
Funny course.
Yeah.
In Poland.
All right. So we have a very exciting topic for you guys this week. We have been sitting on the couch recently when we haven't been doing homework, which is pretty much all the time, but when we have free time, we've been sitting on the couch and pulling out the old controller and playing some video games. So we're gonna talk about video games tonight. Hope you guys are into that, because that's what we're talking about.
On the topic of into stuff, I don't know, this is sort of unrelated, but it's funny, so I'm gonna tell it anyway. This girl in my screen class asked for my notes on a specific day because she wasn't there and we had a midterm coming up. And she said, oh, thank you so much for giving me these notes. I'll give you some baked goods at some point in the future. If you're into baked goods. Like, who the fuck isn't into baked goods?
That's so nice.
But I'm so Emma, if you're no problem about the notes. I like many things that are baked.
Emma,
And so
you're
does my
really
school.
cool. Yeah.
And they'll appreciate it. Back to the video games. I know there are some passionate gamers out in the Clark community, us being some of them. So we're going to start it off with a clip from one of the two camps.
Genres. It's actually called genre.
Is it actually a genre? Well, I know
Yeah.
there's genres, but we're split into camps and we can get into that.
That's what I thought, but according to
No,
Charlie.
I know it would be a genre, but like the fan camps of like.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, that does. Yeah.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
video clip.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
Yay! Shameless plug.
Shameless plug for Xbox. So for those of you who live under rocks when it comes to video games, that was the trailer for Gears of War, one of them, and it doesn't really matter which.
Because they're all the same.
They're all the same. I personally really enjoyed the Gears of War that I played recently, which was Gears of War 2. So I'm not hating on Gears. It's just, they're all the same game.
It's entertaining.
It's so entertaining, and it is very, very satisfying to run around with a chainsaw on your gun, and cut the heart out of a giant rockworm.
I felt really bad for it.
I didn't. I like how you and Lily were like, oh no, the rockworm, and I'm just like, fuck you.
I was just, what if someone did that to you?
I don't know
why
people. Oh.
What if someone did that to Patrick Bateman?
Patrick Bateman probably deserves it.
But he's so crazy. And
I'm
so
sure that
awesome.
rockworm was too. Mad fucking crazy rockworm.
Yeah. So, kind of on that note, I love shooters.
Yeah.
My boyfriend and I play them together a lot. It's a good pastime. But they're also really, really stupid.
Monumentally stupid.
Yeah. And so like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if there's anyone who's watching who possibly disagrees with me, but I feel like most shooters kind of either don't have a plot and you're just like killing stuff, or they're just fucking ridiculous. Like Call of Duty tries to be serious sometimes, but then also you can get like gold paint in Black Ops, and Modern Warfare 3 has all these different tags, and like some of them are just like, what? Like, or like terrible puns. Like, have you seen them?
No.
So like there's like
I don't
one
know.
that's like blunt trauma, and it's just a bunch of like weed leaves and like
I never
Yeah.
feel like that.
and they have and like high command is the same thing, but high command, and it's a pun and it's funny.
My only experience with. Wait, which were we talking about? Black Ops or Modern Warfare?
That's Modern Warfare.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
My only experience with Modern Warfare 2 is watching someone play it at like really weird hours. But he kept getting blown up by exploding barrels and cars, and every time it had the loading screen, when like it would restart the mission, it would say, "Watch out for cars that look like they're on fire. They may explode." Like really, really, thank you. I could not figure out that this car would explode if I ran by it. I don't
No.
know. That's clearly crazy talk. Cars don't do that.
Yeah. Also, you can get like some of the like extra weapons you can get are like throwing knives, which I guess is kind of normal. But like in Black Ops, they have crossbows that shoot exploding arrows, and
I want that.
yeah, right. It's awesome, but like that's like the least realistic thing ever.
I feel like
It's possible.
Maybe
in
something
the realm
does
of
that.
physics, maybe, but
people are crazy, man. I don't know.
yeah. Also, you can tomahawk people.
I don't have playlists.
We should play it sometime.
Yeah, the idea I get from shooters not playing a lot of them is that they just made a game that was supposed to be entertaining in the killing shit and being able to kill shit with your friends or kill your friends aspect, and then just realized they needed a story, so they just kind of threw something on top.
Yeah.
For like window dressing.
I'm trying to think of a counterexample. Like if there's any shooter that does actually have like a good story. In my opinion,
That people care about.
This is all subjective. Yeah.
That's half the problem is just nobody cares about the story because nobody buys a shooter for the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I don't know. Granted, I don't know like a lot about like the beginnings of the genre, but I know like Doom was pretty big like back in like the 90s.
I really want to play Doom.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I
Like,
really want to play Doom.
yeah. And I think that was like one of the first like big shooters. And that game is like infamous for being just gore and killing and like no story. So
I liked the movie, which I have seen.
which is gore and killing, and I just spit
I do
lentil.
actually like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Violence is
sort of appropriate.
Not IRL. I can't find this lentil.
Whatever.
I'm worried it went
We
somewhere.
will mourn the lentil further.
Lentil.
So before we continue talking about this lentil, we have a cute little clip that proves our point, and it's told in a nice little British accent. So
Which we like very much. We're gonna play the clip
we're
now.
gonna play it.
Yeah.
Now, before any of you Gears of War fans rush off to humiliate yourselves in the comment section by posting something along the lines of, what did you expect? Gears of War is about chainsaw bayonet vasectomies, plot and character is for girls and people with sensibly proportioned necks, I'd like to preemptively tell you to fuck off, and here's why. If I had said that Gears of War 3's plot was a spellbinding emotional rollercoaster from start to finish, none of you motherfucking fanboys would be saying the plot doesn't matter. You'd trumpet that from the fucking rooftops until someone asked you to leave. I'll touch on specific gameplay briefly because what more is there to say?
Do you want my celery?
Yeah.
Do you want
actually,
some of
I
my
really
celery? I'm probably gonna eat a few pieces, but I'm actually really full now. So you can have most of it if you want.
Oh, I'm really excited about this concept here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
mustard
for
and veggies, fucking delicious.
Mustard's delicious.
Yeah.
Mustard, I feel like it's such a bad rap in the condiment world because people think it's just like too bitter or whatever, but I really dig it.
That's why I'm so into it. Bitter herbs at Passover, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
Passover.
I will eat
Can I double dip
horseradish.
each other? Do you mind? I don't have any. Well, I have a communicable disease, but like it's just a cold.
Do you? Oh, I don't want that.
Sorry.
Oh no.
Too late. You were gonna get it anyway. Whatever.
Unless I gave it to you.
Maybe you did.
Because I got sick over fall break.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Okay,
You guys
anyway.
are having a conversation.
So that was a Zara punctuation clip with Ben Yahtzee Croshaw, who is one of my favorite people of all time. It makes me laugh out loud for real.
I'm really worried about this table.
Unless it will be fine. And that was from his review of Gears 3, which recently came out, I guess. I don't know. But basically, shooters don't have plots.
Yeah.
Basically. It's the long and short of that story.
What they do have is level after level of killing, and that's pretty
And
great.
killing. I like
Mhm.
killing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give me a control. Oh, man.
It's like
Big fucker.
I mean, the thing is, like, a lot of people buy Call of Duty to play it online. They don't buy it for the campaign. To So you play through the campaign to get shit, but like yeah.
Which is like it's fun.
Mhm. Yeah, sort of. I always get really annoyed by the campaign.
Yeah.
Because it's not just endless killing.
No, it's not. It's just like oh yeah, cutscene.
I'm like, I don't care about your cutscene. I don't even know what war this is. Bitch. I don't hate history, I'm just bad at it. I have trouble paying attention.
Yeah.
But just in history.
You know what you don't have trouble paying attention to?
What?
Kingdom Hearts. Which brings up
that game like memorized.
got it memorized.
No.
In Kingdom Hearts 2. That's Axel's thing. When he's trying to get Roxas to remember, he's like, got it memorized. Axel's my favorite character of all time. Fun fact, if you know anything about Final Fantasy, the character Reno, and I think he appears in 7, but he's in Advent Children, which is the only thing about 7 that I really am super familiar with. The creator of Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts, or whatever, I'm not really thinking. He made Axel and Reno deliberately similar because he wanted to see what it would be like to have the same character in 2 different worlds. So they're voiced by the same people in like every incarnation, and they're very similar, and it's really, really cool because I like them both. And now we have another clip from an iconic member of the RPG camp. Roll it. I'd be really excited.
Yeah. So that wasn't actually the clip we wanted to show you guys, but it's totally cool because Skyrim's awesome.
And it's also an RPG.
And it's also an RPG.
Works.
Yeah.
We're gonna show you the trailer for Final Fantasy VII, which is like one of the biggest names in the Final Fantasy franchise. Is it a franchise? Can we call it a franchise? Is it a series?
I mean,
it's a
franchise has negative connotations.
It's
series.
a series. It's a serious series.
Series.
Final Fantasy. What?
I was gonna mumble. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Final Fantasy VII is the one with Cloud and Sephiroth, and a little about it, I swear. But it's for the PS1, and I've tried to find it, and I have cried every time I can't find it for any price under than like $80. It's on like 4 or 5 discs because they're PS1 discs. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Like I was playing Final Fantasy VIII, which is on 4 discs, and it's like you finish the first disc and it's not that much, and then there's this giant fat ass cutscene and it says please insert disc 2. It's like I hate you all, Square. Square needs to burn in hell. Yeah, I really like Square Enix. No beef, guys. Yeah, RPGs are kind of where I sit on the spectrum of game wants. I play a lot of them.
Yeah. I generally play RPGs, but as I mentioned before, my boyfriend and I play a lot of shooters now, and so like I've gotten a lot more into shooters. I like shooters because they're a really good like mindless way to just
Yeah.
zone out. So, or
Unless-
have a party.
Or have a party.
Yeah.
They're really good for that sort of community aspect. And unless you have like a serious, you know, like understanding of the story of an RPG to the point where you don't care, it's not really mindless, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I do it with Oblivion because I've played Oblivion like 3 times. So I've played Oblivion 3 times fully.
Well, have you found every single cave?
No, actually, because do you know how many caves there are?
I know. Well, that's the thing. The reason why I've never finished
Caves.
Oblivion is because I walked everywhere and went in every single cave that I found.
How much time did that take you?
Very, very
Okay.
long.
Um,
And then I went to boarding school.
sad story. Did you go find the caves there too?
No.
You should.
The caves there were probably bad news. Probably were. Students wanted to get kicked out of school.
Probably.
Have unprotected sex. And not have enough money to buy condoms.
Your
Like
dog can dig them up for you.
What?
In Fable, your dog digs up condoms out of the ground, and I have used them.
That's sketchy.
Yeah, Fable.
Yes.
Quality
That's
RPG.
what we're referencing.
I recently brought Fable 2 back for one of my sweet mates, and she's gotten really, really into it.
And it's hilarious because she's pretty bad at video games. But she's gotten really good at Fable 2, which is good.
Her husband left her today.
Yeah, she was
She
so
was
sad.
really upset about that.
Yeah.
His name was Alex, and I guess he wasn't that great of a guy because he just pieced. I
He
don't
was
know. She also didn't visit for a while.
Yeah.
And he kept wanting sex, and she was just like, he wants sex all the time. I'm just not gonna go home. And he left. She gave him a roomie as he was walking away. It was really tragic.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
She's
I was
really
kinda
obsessed with
laughing.
her dog. Her dog is named Guppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the heart to tell her that the dog dies in the end.
Oh no, that's
But okay, what you can do is
what if she's watching?
Sorry, Lily. Spoiler alert. But what you can do is when the dog dies in Fable, you get 3 options. You can either restore everybody who's died in the entire game. You can do something else, which is really selfish, or you can bring your dog back to life, but everybody else stays dead. So I brought my dog back because I didn't want to have to find treasure chests on my own.
Do you get like super evil points for just bringing your dog back?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Oh. Well then who cares?
I mean, I felt a little bad because like everybody in Albion died, but like whatever.
Spoiler alert.
Whoops.
The story matters.
I mean, it does a little, and like you get choices, and it's cool. Decisions, because it's easier to make decisions in games than IRL. But like,
It doesn't actually matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like whatever happens, it's generally ultimately good, and everything works out. And it's also a video game.
Yeah.
So
There's an end.
there's an end.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
there's an end in life too.
well,
but
yeah, but like
we try not to
we
think
never
about
about that.
It's like what?
We are on the same wavelength.
We
Actually,
are. We are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at that.
So now to discuss the video that you did see, which was a fan-made live-action trailer for The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is being released on November 11th of this year, and I cannot wait. Oh my god. 11/11/11 is the greatest day known to mankind. And
There's
not
no
only
good
because it's
movies
all-
coming out.
but so many games.
Yeah.
All the games. I really like games. I'm really excited. I'm really into the Elder Scrolls.
What else is coming out aside from Skyrim?
Skyrim, Uncharted 3 is
Mm.
coming out. Something else big is coming out. But I can't remember. I'm a good gamer. But nobody's gonna be doing anything.
Yeah.
The entire gaming world is just gonna be sitting down
And
and playing.
probably Skyrim.
Probably
Skyrim. So my brother and I are gonna
It's not bloody. It's just like
yeah.
post nasal drip.
Yeah.
I'm snot. I'm sick. Your brother
Is
Yeah.
not feeling well.
You're on the ball tonight.
Yeah.
So what are you and John doing?
John
doing.
Once again, Jews are referenced in a totally not Jewish context.
I don't know. Might be a big Jewish gaming community.
It's
I
possible.
don't know.
I'm sort of part Jewish.
You're not
part
really
not
Jewish. Don't even kid yourself.
John and I were playing Skyrim all of holiday break except when I'm in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which holiday break? Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Christmas.
Yeah.
I want to play it over Thanksgiving, but the problem is if I start over Thanksgiving, it's not going to end.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to be really sad.
I mean, I'm almost happier that I'm not getting it in November and that I am, like, I'm being forced to wait until Christmas, the holiday break, winter break, to play it then, because A, I won't be thinking about, well, I'll be thinking about it during finals, but I won't be playing it during finals or tempted to play it during finals, and B, I'll have enough time to finish it and explore all the games.
Yeah, you should walk everywhere this
I'll
time.
walk pretty much everywhere. I mean, I'm sure I have walked through my 3 playings of Oblivion. I'm sure I have entered every cave.
Yeah.
Because you can't play Oblivion 3 times without going fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you could dragon chest. You can shout at dragons and make dragons do what you want. Like, come on.
And there's a woolly mammoth.
Oh my god, I'm really mad at the giant. Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited. I love sitting around and just like cuddled up in blankets with hot cocoa and playing video games. It's my favorite. Really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that better than watching movies cuddled up with hot cocoa?
No. I don't like one more than the other. It's just like what kind of activity do I want to do with a blanket and hot cocoa? I also I think actually in that vein, probably my favorite thing is being wrapped up in a blanket, drinking hot cocoa in front of the fire and reading Watchmen. That's like my favorite. That is the
I thought you were
ideal.
just gonna say reading books, and I was like, you were on the wrong episode of the dinner hour. That's too like highbrow for us right now.
Yeah. Watchmen's a little more. It's a little more. I don't know why Watchmen, but like Watchmen's so good for just like reading in front of the fire.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well, because
but
the
it
fire
is.
makes you feel like really comforted, and Watchmen's just like, I'm Watchmen.
Everything's terrible.
We read this book for my novel class, and one of the characters' name was Hollis, and every time I read it, I was just like, Hollis makes it.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think about anything else.
That's like Lily's ex-husband in
Whose name was
Fable
Alex?
2, whose name is Alex, and I can't think of anyone except Alex DeLarge.
That's pretty alright.
Yeah. Well,
So I think
it's
it's
about,
been about a half hour
yeah.
that we've been on the air tonight.
So,
So that means it's been a lovely time with you, and we're glad you could share this time with us.
yeah.
And you should do it next week.
Yeah, come play video games, because that's probably what we're gonna do after this. So, yeah. Alright.
And hopefully we'll get the phones working so you guys can actually call in and share your thoughts.
So it's not just like a one-way conversation, Big Brother.
I want to hear what you have to say. You know, if you had anything cool to say about video games, if you wanted to stand up for shooters having plots,
Yeah.
that would have been so cool.
I wanted to debate that point with someone, because I'm not entirely convinced of it, because I just feel like
the
I don't-
capstone for that ultimate plot we were discussing before this can be just a debate about whether or not shooters have plots.
Yeah.